Guys, I'll be honest, I'm only filming this video because I think I look good right now, so I want to yap. It's currently 6 a.m. I have not slept. Let's just say your girl is knackered. I am tired as hell and I'm gonna sleep like I've never slopped before. Pause. Anyways, I decided I'm going to explain my Unveiling Identity poem. So I posted a poem like I think sometime last year when I was down. Oh, depression was high. Do you get it? Like, bro, long day. And I really liked the poem. I kind of wanted to just go through it, explain it, and yeah, just kind of share. I'll just read it out and then I'll read it out and give context. So, today's world is wired. As a little girl, I was always admired. I hit my teens and realized things aren't what they seem. I was bullied for simply being me. I put the cloth on my head, but the only change was inside instead. To others, I think I'm brand new, especially if I had a plait hangout or two. Beauty today is linked to the Kim K and Molly Mays, but mine is only 5% on display. I realize my 9 to 5 is between God and I. This cloth is more than throwing on a hat or a tie. To be fair though, I've always given myself flowers, because even if they don't see it, beauty lies in the eyes of ours. However, sometimes I wish they would let me in the canteen, as I didn't think putting a hijab on was as deep as it seemed. I later learned the truth that I had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout my youth, and modesty is the best policy if we're speaking in all honesty. It's more than a cloth, it's the way I hold my own. I like the mirror and I like my phone. Beauty fades, times change, and if I try keep up, I may lose myself on the way. I like the beauty in my soul, the struggles from which I grow, the emptiness I can feel, and the prosperity up the hill. Inshallah, one day I'll get there where ripping my hijab off is never a feeling, let alone a fear. You reading this, I hope you take from me that modesty is a bliss. It's not a cloth, it's a way of life that draws you to Allah the Almighty. But it's obviously the Almighty, so like why in brackets. So let's go back to the start and I'll, actually give my 2 pence, even though this is me giving my 2 pence. For context, I'll literally give you the scenario and when I was writing this. It wasn't, oh my god, I need to make a poem like right now. It was more just, I was feeling vulnerable. I was not, I was feeling a bit weak at the time. It was literally me. I was in Nigeria and like, I don't know what happened that day, but when I came home at night, like obviously I was doom scrolling. Even though I have this rule for myself, any negative thought I have after 9 p.m, I can't hold it like against myself. Like it's not even a thought I should be having because it's after 9 p.m. and that's demon time. Like of course I'm gonna be having stupid negative thoughts about myself. But this one, I was like I wasn't letting it go. I wasn't able to let go this weird feeling I had about myself, so obviously when I was in Nigeria, I'm wearing like my attire and stuff like that. It's like I'm wearing things that I wouldn't just wear day to day in England. I feel like your hair is very important, like when broadcasting your beauty. Like if you think about like, I don't know, your celebrity crush that's a woman, and just imagine them bold in a way. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of them will still pull it off, but of course it contributes to your beauty a lot. To me, it's like I can feel a bit more masculine. But yeah, I just didn't feel particularly pretty that day. And then another thing was like, obviously your body as well is a lot of your beauty, because a lot of the time when people do show their body, it's like, I have a nice body, I want to show it, or like I'm comfortable in my body, I want to show it. And obviously even no matter how comfortable or nice I think my body is, I can't show it and I won't show it. But like there's beauty in that, but then there's also like the annoying side of that, because sometimes I just want to I want to wear that little dress. I want to sometimes wear short shorts. Like, I'm sorry, but let's not act like being Muslim you just automatically hate the things that are haram. Like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't do them, but I can't go and be like, oh, that girl in short shorts is ugly, like why would she ever wear that? Because I'm not gonna lie, it's flipping cool. Like, say for those that go to the gym as well, like you do all this body progress, and as much as everyone says they do it for themselves, I'm sorry, but we live in a society where not everything you do it's only solely with the intention to do it with yourselves. Because realistically, if there was no one else in this world and you knew you were going to die tomorrow, you're telling me you would be in the gym for yourself? Don't piss me off right now. So I hate when people be like, oh no, it's just for me, it's just for me. I get it, and I swear to you, I am a sole believer you should only do things to validate your own self, or like only things that makes you happy. But we are human. We have those natural, even if they're subliminal or even if we're not aware about them, we always do live for others as well. Like, as much as you can say I live for myself, I do everything for myself, I'm sorry, but you wouldn't be doing things that you do day to day because of certain people. So I know I don't want to go off in a tangent for that, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to give kind of backstory of where I was at that time. So let me go through the poem again, but like if I need to explain something, I'll explain it. The rest is kind of self-explanatory, you know? Today's world is wired. As a little girl, I was always admired. Hit my teens and realised things aren't what they seem. I was bullied for simply being me. Obviously, growing up, I wasn't actually that like naughty kid or whatever. Well, so I've been told at least. Like, I was, you know, Halima to Al Jannah, which basically means Halima from heaven in a way. I don't know how else to explain that. Halima to Al Jannah. I don't know why. Guys, I'm tired, okay, so I'm really sorry. Like, I'm speaking so sloppily. Anyways, hit my teens part. Like, obviously, I had to grow up earlier than I should have. You know, I had to grow up fast. I had to grow up rapid. Do you know what I mean? And that's where like my self-awareness like started to develop so quickly. And I obviously moved with intention all the time, but as a result of that, I kind of was bullied in a way. I'll kind of continue like when it comes to something else that's linked into the poem, like the canteen part. I put the cloth on my head, but the only change was inside instead. So when I did actually start wearing the hijab, I didn't feel any different. Like on the outside, I didn't feel ugly, I didn't feel I'm oppressed, I didn't feel any of those feelings, you know. I just simply felt like, wow, like I'm brave enough to now fully wear it. Like, I was fully covered. Like, I didn't even do the little showing of the hair at the front. Like, I was fully covered. Like, obviously not, I didn't wear a niqab, but my hair was covered, my neck was covered completely, and I felt different inside because it's like I intentionally made that decision to go into school that day so happy, like wearing my hijab fully, and I was like, this is my religion, like, so I'm gonna own it, I'm gonna identify it in every room I step in. Of course, you know, my iman fluctuates. There's times I feel like that, there's times that my iman isn't that strong. And yeah, I was just so happy to go into school and doing that, even though what was going on in school was I obviously was being shouted like Allahu Akbar and like just Islamophobic slurs, and like whenever I'd walk past by these group of people in my school. But I still went in with my hijab. Like, I didn't give a shit what they were saying. I'm not gonna come and take it off for you guys. Anyways, but the only change was inside instead. To others, I think I'm brand new, especially if I had a plait hangout or two. That was kind of funny. This is actually a funny story. I'll never ever forget this. It happened in year 6. There was this guy, shall I say his name? He's not gonna see this, I don't think. So his name was Adam Mariconda. I'll never ever forget this till this day. So I, obviously when I was younger as well, I did kind of wear hijab, but like not with intention. I just wore it because, you know, at that age, like, you know, my parents would kind of make me wear it, so like the more they did it, then I was obviously more comfortable to wear it on my own accord when I grow up anyways. I used to do my little like, oh, try to make a plait like hangout. Like, I had a plait hangout, right? And I remember Adam, he goes, oh, you think you're cute, innit? And I was so spun by that comment. I'll never ever forget it. Sorry guys, I've got a cold, so my voice is really annoying. Bless. I was with a friend, right? Like, we're just talking for ages and I kept coughing and like, oh, it was so annoying. Like, I don't know why. I'm just so ill for some reason. Anyways, yeah, that was just a funny story because he really goes, oh, you think you're cute, innit? And like back then, like, of course I thought I was cute, but he really clocked my tea. Like, I was trying to be cute, you know. But that was me, Adam. You didn't need to say that. You thought you were cute too when you were doing your hair like that. But I never said anything. Anyways, beauty today is linked to the Kim K and Molly A's. That's really self-explanatory. But again, that's not everyone's opinion. I'm just giving generic, like, you know, beauty standards. White women in the media, blonde, brunette, do you get it? Like, BBLs, dissolved BBLs, or like, what did Molly May do? She like took out her Botox or just something like that. But anyways, I was just giving an example. Mine is only 5% on display. By that I mean, like, realistically, all you're ever gonna really know is my face, and I don't know, you'll know what my hands look like, probably my feet if you're lucky, or yeah, like, apart from that, the rest of my body's covered. So that's my 5%. And then I said, I realized my 9 to 5 is between God and I. So like my 9 to 5, but then it's obviously the 95%. Just a little play on words there, or play on numbers even. So yeah, my 9 to 5 is between God and I. So the part of me that's not covered, that's not on display, like, God gave me this body and I appreciate it. I love my body. So yeah, it's between God and I. This cloth is more than throwing on a hat or a tie. Of course, throwing on a hat or a tie is like just an accessory. I don't see my hijab as an accessory. I see it holds way more power than that, do you know what I mean? It's actually an identity. And, you know, there's rooms that I will feel guilty entering if I knew I had my hijab on. There's just things I would feel guilty doing knowing I have my hijab on. Again, I'm not claiming to be perfect. There's two different sides to this. Like, let's say you are to sin and you're wearing the hijab. Are you better off just, of course don't do the sin, but let's say the person is sinning, are they better off to take off their hijab and just sin that way, or do they keep their hijab on because they're committing more of a sin if they take their hijab off? I've not really like understood what the answer should be, because obviously the only thing that really differentiates you and a non-believer as a Muslim is your prayer. It's not you wearing your hijab. Obviously, again, if you take off your hijab to sin, it's like, are you committing a double sin, or is it better for you to take it off? Because, like, you know, you're representing Islam and then you're sinning. It's like you're disrespecting it. So like, yeah, I've always wondered, like, which one's worse. I don't know. That's actually a really good point. Like, I do hope someone can educate me or like let me know what they think. To be fair though, I've always given myself flowers, because even if they don't see it, beauty lies in the eyes of ours. I ate with that, because I'm sorry, even though I could think I wasn't that pretty in that room, but I swear to God, nobody will ever know. I still showed and made out that I was this confident girl that knows who she's about. It's one thing about me, I'm a faker till I make her. I'm a fake it till I make it, guys. I swear to God, like, confidence is 95% of life, and you have to actually fake it to get to that 100%, because bro, honestly, I was not feeling that great wearing that hijab. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially with the things that came after it. Like, I was happy to go into school doing it because I knew, you know, the bullying's not gonna stop if I take my hijab off. But it hurt because I just didn't know why it was such an issue for me to wear my hijab in school. And my friend, well, the people I thought who were my friends were just so mean, like horrible people. Astaghfirullah, I'm not even gonna call them horrible people. They're not horrible people. You know, God's created them at the end of the day, but they just did horrible things, okay? However, sometimes I wish they'd let me eat in the canteen, as I didn't think putting a hijab on was as deep as it seemed. Again, when they were shouting the slurs and stuff, I obviously didn't have any other friends in school like to back me or anything like that. Everyone kind of just got on with their own life, so I was in the canteen eating by myself, and like, it would still go on. Like, I thought, at least if you're gonna do it when I walk past, fair enough, but I'm sat at the canteen, I'm not doing anything, I'm not walking past you, I'm not bothering any of you, but I'm sat down and you're still screaming Allahu Akbar from across the room, and I'm alone as well. Like, I'm already like in my head about, why is no one wanting to sit next to me whilst I eat? Why is no one wanting to be my friend? And oh, I actually want to give like younger me such a big hug, because oh, I feel so sad for her. I swear to God, I was so strong. Oh my God, I'm actually tearing up. I didn't expect to tear up. What the hell? And I've never wanted to cry on camera. Hell to the no, God forbid. Oh my god, I actually wish I could give her a hug. I literally remember where I used to sit as well when I went to the canteen, and the canteen ladies were so sweet to me. She'd always give me like an extra chocolate square, and like, oh bless her, she was the sweetest lady ever. Bro, I know I'm crying, but like I'm not here to sit and cry to you guys. I'm just here to like share my poem. I don't know why I'm crying, because I'm literally so over it. Like, I've addressed it, I've been to therapy, like, you know, it's just like my bodily response. I promise I'm not one of those people, oh my god, I'm crying on camera, please sympathize with me. I didn't come here looking for sympathy. I don't need sympathy. I'm just simply relating my story, and it's gotten a bit emotional, period. I later learnt the truth that I had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout my youth, and modesty is the best policy if we're speaking in all honesty. Being modest isn't just about clothing, it's actually a way of life. Like, if you're a modest person, as a woman especially, I think modesty holds a lot more power than immodesty. When you're modest, you give queen energy, like it's queen shit, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're modest, you're really about that. And yeah, I just wish all my sisters will be like that, you know? It's more than a cloth, it's the way I hold my own. I like the mirror and I like my phone. Like I said, modesty, you really are that queen, so it's the way you go about. It's like that boss B-word energy. Like, I like the mirror, I like my phone. You know, I wasn't shy to take a selfie. Like, even though not everyone thought I was pretty, I wasn't shy to take a selfie. I thought I was pretty ugly. I'm joking, sorry. Beauty fades, times change. If I try to keep up, I may lose myself on the way. Again, self-explanatory. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, beauty standards change all the time. Right now, I don't know, Sabrina Carpenter is what, you know, everyone's saying is hot shit right now. Like, last week it was who, flipping Ice Spice. Now everyone's turned on her, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna be able to impress everybody for the longest amount of time. Like why would I try to keep up? It's so draining. What the hell? I like the beauty in my soul, the struggles from which I grow, the emptiness I can feel, and the prosperity up the hill. Self-explanatory. I think I'm a good person. Whether someone else believes that or not, I don't really care, because I know what's in my heart. They don't. And I know what I do in silence without telling other people that is very charitable or kind or noble. Like, I know what I do for other people. I know how kind I am to myself. That's also a form of kindness. I know how I can uplift people. I know how I can be that person people come to. I know I can be that person that can sympathize and empathize with other people. So I know what's in my soul, and someone might not be able to see that. So it's a shame that you don't know me, and that's simply it. It's a shame you don't know me. I'm so sorry that you don't know me. I feel for you, actually. But unless you do actually get to know me, then you're missing out, darling. Inshallah, one day I will get there where ripping my hijab off is never a feeling, let alone a fear. It has obviously been times where I haven't fully covered it, like, or like you could just see a tiny bit of my hair. But if I went and fully had my hair out and walked outside or posted it, that is flipping scary. Like, having the fear is one thing, but having the feeling of that fear is another thing, if that makes sense. It's just, it gives so much power. You reading this, I hope you take from me that modesty is a bliss. It's not a cloth, it's a way of life that draws you to Allah the Almighty. But I don't know, I really like that poem, and every day that I just like learn and like grow, I love myself so much more. Anyways, I'm gonna read the caption that I wrote also, like when I did write this poem. I wrote it on 14th of August last year. So I said, I recently tapped into poetry and wrote about my experience navigating the beauty within hijab and discovering my identity through it. In my younger years, as a black Muslim woman, I struggled to feel accepted, attractive and lovable unless I was back home in Nigeria. My peers expressed themselves through vibrant hairstyles, flattering clothing and extroverted behaviours, but they craved superiority, targeted me to feel that desire and essentially invalidating my beliefs. In the long run, it helped me become more powerful without trendy clothing and unnecessary dramas being its stem. Year 9 isn't a time us girls want to be told to behave modestly, shy and reserved. However, only now I found the beauty in saving my young soul from heartbreak and aimless competition. Modesty set me free. If I take my hijab off now, I won't feel any more attractive. I will only feel eyes on me. Why should I show them more of my beauty they don't already appreciate? It's like trying to feed gallons of venom to a venomous snake. Beauty standards are a construct. Ciao, fast forward, now close to my 20s in Nigeria. I don't feel fully accepted anymore. Times have changed. To the men, being reserved and modest isn't the norm for an unmarried woman. It's in fact audacious. And to the women, I'm big-headed and stuck up for simply not being loud. I don't get it, but I do. Learn that you can't impress everybody. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Live on your own terms and only aim to please the man above. Can we get a round of applause, please? I did that. I really ate that. And I'm going to cry again, so I'm gonna actually just end it there. I feel like I've already spoken enough about it. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and yeah, thank you for listening to my little vulnerable moment there. I didn't come here to share even about just the bullying. I really did want to focus on the hijab thing. I just didn't think I would kind of get like this emotional. I'm human, and for that matter, I'm only a girl. At my big age, hey, Halima, crying over common phone, like as if I can't just turn off the Wi-Fi right now. What is this? Haven't you done enough? Okay, goodbye for real.